Students, good afternoon. This is Dr. Isha, and today we will start our Unit 5th. Unit 5th is not a very complicated or not a very big unit. It is covering only three topics majorly, which we will cover in this unit, and after that this unit will be covered with the help of case study. So today I am going to start a very interesting or very short topic, that is emerging trends in international HRM. As we have studied so far till now, okay, what are the different practices in international HRM, how we do the recruitment, how we do the selection training, performance appraisal, and conflict management, negotiation at the international level. So same the things we have covered at the global level, same the things we have covered at the national level. But today now we have to discuss the emerging trends in international HRM. When an organization do their dealings on the international level, so their method of doing the things, the way of looking the things, the way of approaching the things, the way of managing the people, as well as the organization also changes country to country. So first of all, we will discuss about what are the different trends in international HRM. So international HRM place greater emphasis on a number of responsibility and function. The very important function which comes into and which have a more emphasis is a relocation and orientation and translation service to help employee adapt to a new and different environment outside their own country. Like how they have to relocate, how they have to orient themselves, how they have to adjust themselves, or how they have to translate their services into their different environment other than his or her own country. That is the major problem in the IHRM, because all the practices can be operated from one country to another. Sooner or later they adjust, but it is very difficult for the employee itself. They have to adjust, relocate, or orient to the different places and giving them service in the same way they are giving into their host country or home country. So, what are the emerging trends? Number one, selection of employees. It is very important before sending an employee as an expatriate into the different country. We have to select. We have to select the employee as their spouses also. Okay, when the employee will be transmitted to the different country, when he will be sending to the different country, what their spouse will be do. As I told you earlier, before sending an employee to the different country, what the company do basically, they organize the PDT. PDT is the pre-departure training. In this training, an employee this is training basically help an employee to make use of the different cultural shock, to different technical, different way of like doing the business, way of doing the operations are different from country to country. So this type of training helps an employee to make himself or herself adjusted into the different country. So, selection of employee require careful evaluation of the personal characteristic of the candidate and his or her spouse. Whether his spouse or her spouse is ready to be relocated, ready to be separated from that person, or they also want to relocate into the different country. The education of their wards, the education of their child, it also matter a lot when selecting an employee. Next is training and development. It extend beyond information and orientation training to include sensitivity training and field experience that will enable the manager to understand cultural differences better. Manager need to be protected from career development risk, re-entry problem, and cultural shock. See, these three which I have discussed here. One is career development risk. Career development risk matlab ki yes, it is true that when we send an employee abroad to the different assignment to the different country, so what the how his career will be moving, what will be the graph of his career, what are the verticals which is in career. So it will be difficult or it will be a risk for that person to carry that graph of his or her career in the same way. And re-entry problem also, कि when the employee will leave their job here and join the foreign assignment in other country, and when he will come back, so whether there will be a re-entry problem for that or company will adjust him in some proposal. And next is cultural shock. Cultural shock matlab the shock which a person will face there when he will be in the different culture, different society, different organization, and different perspective of doing the business. To balance the pros and cons of home country and host country evaluation, performance evaluation should combine the two sources of appraisal information. See, performance evaluation as we do in the our home country may be different in comparison of the host country. So we have to make our employee understand in very in detail that there is a pros and cons of both. Pros and cons of home country evaluation and host country evaluation. The way host country या home country is evaluating their employee, it not necessary कि host country will also evaluate the employee in the same on the basis of same criteria. Their criteria of evaluating the performance may be different. Compensation system should support the overall strategic intent of the organization but should be customized for local condition. Yes, the salary or the compensation which give to the employee, it should suit to the local condition first. We should pay the employee that much so that his local condition can be fulfilled. Next. HR manager should do the following things to ensure success. Now, what is the duty of the HR manager to ensure the success, to get the best from the employee who is sending to a who is sending to the abroad for some international proposal. Use workforce skills and ability in order to exploit environmental opportunities. We have to use the skills of the employee up to the fullest means कि environmental opportunities को exploit करने के लिए we have to use the skills of the employee, ना कि हम उस employee को ही exploit करते, those who is giving the their services or their skills to the company. Neutralize threats, हमें threats को neutralize करना है and we have to explore the opportunities which can be gained with the help of the employee. Employee innovative reward plan and recognize employee contribution and grant enhancement. We have to recognize the employee after performance evaluation. We have to give the appraisal to the employee. We have to recognize their contribution to the company, sorry, time to time. Indulge in continuous quality improvement through TQM and HR contributions like training, development, counseling, etc. This is same like TQM, total quality management पे we have to focus very much कि before handling the product in the hand of the customer, we have to check each and every step from where the product is going through. उस हर एक step पे अगर we will check the total quality, then product will be himself will be of total quality. Decentralized operation, yes, operation should be decentralized. The power of taking the decision should be distributed in each and every hand. Self-managed team should be there because self-managed team take their own decision by themselves and they try to give their best to the company. It has quickly commercialized ideas. Form is research lab. Lay off worker, this is an example. Lay off worker in a smooth way, explaining facts to union worker and other affected groups. Example जैसे IBM में हुआ, Kodak में हुआ, Xerox में हुआ. Bulk में जो employees को retrench किया गया, it should not be happen. We have to take the union into confidence. We have to take our workers in the confidence and other affected group. We also have to take the confidence before laying off the workers from our company. Now the last, which is very also important, HR manager today are focusing attention on the following. Number one, HR policies. The HR policies are the backbone of each and every company. What are the rules and regulations? What are the guidelines by which the employee will be managed in the organization are entitled into the HR policy. So it should be trustworthy. It should be open. It should be fair enough. It should be equal to each and everyone. Motivation, it create condition. It means people are willing to work with zeal. We have to create the motivation among the employee. They have to perform with the zeal and the enthusiasm. Relations, fair treatment of people and prompt readiness of grievances. Change agent, prepare worker to accept technical change. We have to create that much faith in our employee so that they should be ready. They should be the bearer of the change. They should be ready to accept the change which is in for the benefit of the organization. Yes, they have to be quality conscious. Quality conscious होनी चाहिए. Their consciousness उसके अंदर होनी चाहिए. They themselves should depend upon the quality. It may be personal administration also. Due to the new trends in HR, in a nutshell, HR manager should treat people as a resource. HR manager has to treat their employee as a resource, not as the substitute of the machine, or not only the resources to fulfill their organizational job. No, they are the resources. We have to treat our employee as a resources. We have to treat their aspirations. We try to bond them with the company. So students, this is the emerging trends in international HRM. Thank you very much. If you have any issue, you are free to contact to me. Thanks.